的串场中文主持人小万。那么首先呢，本期我的艺术沙龙为大家带来的是 Stephen Day 萨罗琴的演奏会。那么在开始之前呢，请允许我为大家简单的介绍一下 Stephen Day。那么 Stephen Day 呢是萨罗德琴的演奏家、歌手，同时呢也是歌曲的作者和作曲家。他创作的歌曲和作品呢，灵感来自于非常多的在世界各地的旅行之中的音乐冒险。Stephen Day 呢，出生在加利福尼亚，在加拿大和法国长大。那么他从小呢就开始探索和寻找生活和生命的意义。他同时呢为此进行了非常热情的探索。在他18岁的夏天呢，在意大利搭便车的时候，他突然呢体验到了一种深深的快乐和自由感，同时呢这个经历被他深深的铭记住了。他从此发誓要寻找到一种生活方式，可以让他能够回味起那个夏天的感觉。那么在他经过多年的探索之后呢，他遇到了大家一个创始人，也就是诺贝尔和平奖提名人Shri Mataji女士。这位女士呢介绍她叫一种萨迦瑜伽的冥想。那么同时呢，鼓励年幼的 Stephen Day 呢开始学习印度古典音乐，并把他介绍给了世界上非常著名的萨罗德演奏家乌斯塔德。他呢从此和师傅走上了3年的正规课程。那么在我们宣传这个音乐会之前呢，这个过程中呢，我们有非常多的读者对 Stephen Day 和萨罗琴非常感兴趣，同时很多人也是第一次听说这个萨罗琴。那么我呢搜集到了很多问题，就是读者的问题，通过我希望可以能够得到音乐家的回答。那么首先第一个问题呢，就是为什么今天的演唱会的主题叫超越国界呢？请我们的翻译给音乐家。
Hi Stephen, are you up? We will be introducing you the musician Stephen Day, and we'll be introducing him by asking him a couple of questions. Oh.
现在目前可能是音乐家还在调试音乐中。那么我再为大家介绍一下萨罗琴。萨罗琴呢是西塔琴的一种，它的音色呢非常像西塔琴，但是比西塔琴小很多。它的音色呢是一种非常神秘、带有金属质感的音乐，同时呢它可以让大家体验到一种非常宁静、那种满足的音乐。它是一种古典音乐，它多用于演奏在跟塔布拉鼓还有印度舞蹈之中。对了，我漏了一个，就是 Stephen Day 呢，他同时是一个非营利组织的创始人。他多年来致力于一个和平性质的一个艺术活动。他呢，他想通过这个艺术呢进行自我反思。他因这个工作呢被全球和平基金会授予奖项，并且是丹诺尔曼的脱口秀的常客。他目前呢现在居住在洛杉矶。他在洛杉矶呢表演他的新的节目 Awaken 觉醒。这个节目的特点呢是 Stephen Day 用萨罗琴演奏，同时呢由钢鼓、塔布拉和印度舞蹈、声乐和苏菲派诗歌之间完美合作。它呢是这样一个节目性质。你们的 Stephen Day 准备好了吗？
我发现我们今天的观众很国际化，有很多国外的朋友们。
International。好，我这边又收到一些读者的一些资料，我们可以在 Stephen 准备好之前呢，我们为大家简单的介绍一下这个萨罗琴和冥想古典音乐之间的关系。那么冥想呢和印度古典音乐有许多种相似之处。萨罗琴呢是一个非常连贯的乐器，左手握着琴柄，轻轻地滑动琴弦，这时候呢它会发出一种微音。当你弹奏这种滑动的时候呢，我们听者会静静地寻找内心深处的感受。那么这种感受呢，在印度的哲学之中呢，称为 bhakti， 也就是对神的虔诚。这种形容反映我们深处的灵魂和感受。我们将在冥想之中找到答案。那么在这个过程中呢，音乐会帮助到我们，但我们冥想的目的是达到 Sachita Ananda， 也就是真理、意识和喜悦。这个萨罗琴的音乐呢，可以帮助我们达到一种神圣的状态。这条路呢，让我们感受到神性，并且在寻找神性的路上呢，我们会不断的进步。音乐是一种寻找的方式，它不只是给音乐家的，也是给听众的。倾听和演奏音乐都是艺术，我们一起做的时候更是一种集体的冥想，一起的钻研也是一种一起的寻找。那么我们可以通过今天的音乐会呢，一起迈向更高的意识境界。我们甚至可以在更深的层次上唤起神性。这就是我们今天音乐会一个内心深处想表达出来的一种本质。
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Good
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's morning here, but I know it's evening there. Hope you guys are doing great. I am wide awake. I didn't have a lot of sleep, but that's okay.
大家早上好，中午好，晚上好。然后 Stephen 那里是早上，非常早，但是他清醒了，然后知道大家是晚上。
So you have some questions, I understand.
然后我们是不是有一些问题想要提问给 Stephen Day 呢？
对，我们收到非常热情观众的一些问题。那么首先呢，第一个问题就是，也是今天问了今天的演唱会的主题呢，就是为什么会叫超越国界这个演唱会的主题呢？为什么会以这个主题作为我们今天演唱会？
So the very first question sticking to the theme, why is today's concert called Beyond Borders?
Beyond borders, because we need to go beyond the borders of our own minds. Our minds limit us and keep us in our own little world. By activating music and meditation, we can go to a place within ourselves that is beyond our own mind. It exists actually right here on this chart. I brought this chart today. It's called a chakra chart. There are 7 chakras, and the 7th chakra is the place whereby if we open the 7th chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, then we truly go beyond our minds and become one heart, world, but we actually become that. And you might want to translate that now.
我们今天叫超越边界这个概念呢，是因为我们的意识经常会让我们限制于一些非常有边界的东西之中，然后我们需要通过静坐和冥想来超越这些意识的边界。然后 Stephen 今天也带来了这张轮穴图，这张轮穴图上大家可以看到有7个轮穴，然后最上面的是顶轮。当我们达到顶轮的时候，我们才能真正达到超越意识的边界这个概念。
艺术家解释的非常高深。那么第二个问题呢是这样的，那么像如此这样的和平音乐会呢，是如何的解决这种世界级的问题的呢？想请音乐家回答一下。
We're also wondering, how does a peace concert like this solve world problems?
Good question. Well, I just mentioned this kind of music is perfect for meditation. It comes from meditation and it brings you into meditation. And when I say meditation, I mean it will open up all your chakras and bring you to the 7th chakra and put you into a state of being that is higher than our normal awareness. Normally we stay within our own boundaries of ourself, but when we go beyond the boundaries of the mind, we become truly universal beings. And then when we are universal beings, everything we do together becomes extremely powerful. And we can put our attention on world problems and they will have an effect. But the key is to feel this energy and get what is called self-realization, which we're going to do in a moment. I hope you're up for that. Let's go. Plus is in the, you can do a plus here. You know, have you ever noticed in your Zoom meeting your reaction? So for those of you who would like to try to go beyond the mind, let's get a plus or a wave. Wave.
他说了很多。
Claps for pluses, please.
首先问题，因为音乐会这样的音乐会，它的音乐非常适合于冥想。首先，它的创作来自于冥想本身，它也是为了冥想而创作的。然后，当我们达到这样子的状态的时候，我们才一起跟宇宙连接。这个情况下，我们才能一起达到顶轮，达到更高的意识状态。然后，为了这样做呢，我们也会做一个得自觉的事情。然后不知道 Steven 问，不知道大家知不知道 Zoom 是可以发表情的。然后准备好的朋友们可以拍一个手或者举一个大拇指啊。
Okay, what else do you guys want to talk about here? Or shall we just meditate?
我们还有什么问题吗？还是我们要继续？ Quick interruption. Did you go on Facebook Live? Because we haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm about to do that now, but I just wanted to keep the questions and answers. So I'm doing that every time you talk and translate. I'm trying to go on Facebook Live. So take your time on the translations. Let's do one more here, and then I should be on Facebook Live after that.
All right. 我们可以再问一个问题的时间。
那么最后一个问题呢，就是这个音乐和冥想啊，到底有什么关系呢？它们之间的联系是什
么？So we're wondering what is the connection between music and meditation?
Music and meditation. Well, let's be specific about music. Let's tie Indian classical music, and particularly the instrument I'm going to play called the Sarod. It involves an emotion that in order to play Indian classical music, you have to have a feeling of bhakti or a feeling of emotion that is very, very deep and profound coming from within yourself. When you play with that kind of emotion, it activates this area of your body. Like I said, when you play with this kind of heartfelt energy, it will activate what is called the Kundalini and it will rise. Kundalini is your desire to meet or to be one with the divine. It's been there from the beginning of time. It's all of your seeking. It's everything you've ever wanted is that connection with the divine. So Kundalini energy, excuse me, will clear your chakras, just like that was clearing my chakras. That will make you clear and become a bigger-hearted person, more open, and be able to meditate. Meditation is so simple, but it does involve your pure desire. So if you could translate that, I think we can get on Facebook Live.
OK， 所以我们不仅在讨论音乐和冥想的关系，我们更细节的在讨论印度古典音乐和冥想的关系。然后像印度古典音乐的话 ，Steven 玩的乐器叫做沙罗琴。在玩沙罗琴的时候，我们需要带着这个，就像小万刚才讲的，带着这种虔诚的感觉。然后当我们内心怀有这种虔诚的感觉的时候，我们内在的力量昆达里尼它是会起来的。然后这种力量是我们最原始的和神去连接的力量。然后当这种力量开始起来的时候，我们开始去静坐。静坐冥想看上去是一件非常简单的事情，但是它需要一个非常纯真、非常本质的愿望。 We actually have more questions from the audience.
All right. Let's take a couple questions from the audience then.
I'm
sorry. First of all, hey, I'm sorry. It's really early morning, and I have to have my tea. I hope you're okay with that.
今天非常早 ，Steven 要喝一点茶。
我
们在观众里面收到几个海外观众的问题。I have a question. As a normal person, adult without music basis, but like music very much, how could we develop our music deep way? And let me just translate that to Chinese.
Yeah.
这个朋友问的是，作为一个没有学过音乐、没有音乐基础的人，但是非常非常喜欢音乐，我们怎么在音乐这条路上去更深层次的发展呢
？Okay, say that again. Could you say it in English again?
Yes.
I was only listening to the Chinese, and my Chinese is a little slow, so I lost the English now.
As an adult without music basis, but likes music very much, how could we develop our music deep way?
I think the best thing to do is, well, in a moment we're going to do this meditation. When you feel the energy of the meditation, it will start to change your musical desire as well. Like me, I was in rock and roll, I was playing guitar, but when I started to meditate, I began to get interested in Indian music, and that changed the way I looked at music and how I heard music and what I wanted to do with music. So I think if you meditate, if you get your self-realization, your music career will change and your desire will change. And then I think you'll find that you might want to try to play Indian music. So can you translate that?
Yep. 然后 Steven 说，我们接下来会一起尝试一下冥想。他觉得冥想会对一个人的音乐生涯做出很大的改变。他在冥想之前，他弹吉他、玩摇滚，然后冥想之后，他对音乐的感知能力变了，他开始被印度古典音乐所吸引。所以他觉得，我们试完冥想以后，你可能自己会去找到你不同的音乐兴趣，你会有你的音乐感知。
Almost live on Facebook here, just one more minute.
然后我们稍微等一下 ，Steven 现在在 Facebook 上转播。
And here we go. And I'm just putting that up. And what are more questions? Did that answer your question?
Yes, and we have one more question.
Sure.
What chakra is Sarod? Is it Nabi?
The chakra is the Sarod is the Agnya chakra.
有一个朋友问，沙罗琴就是 Steven 大哥弹奏的这个乐器代表的是什么轮穴？然后是额轮，答案是额轮。
Yeah, other questions?
还有问题吗？
Okay, we're almost ready to roll.
我们马上就要准备好了。
I think I saw some other questions in there, no?
I think we already answered that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I've lost the good live button here. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Well, let's, shall we just do a little bit of a meditation here and then we'll play music. How's that?
我们现在一起来做一会儿冥想，然后我们开始音乐。
So put your hand on your heart.
把我们的手放在我们的心上。
Your right hand on your heart.
右手。
And then close your eyes and just say, am I the spirit? Ask the question, am I the spirit?
我们闭上眼睛问自己，我是灵吗？
And just ask it 3 times.
我们问3遍。
Now take your right hand again on your left hand side. You're leaving your left hand open. And then
我们把左手朝上打开，右手放在左腹部。
And now just say, am I my own master or am I my own teacher?
然后我们问自己，我是我自己的导师吗？
And now it looks like we are on Facebook Live now, so that's cool. Just for those of you who are into that, let your friends know we're on Facebook Live.
我们已经在 Facebook 上转播了，所以大家要是有朋友感兴趣，可以让他们知道一下。
And now take your right hand and put it on the bottom of near your hip bone, and notice on this chart that would be on the very bottom. It would be just down here, so the bottom area here.
我们现在把我们的右手放在下腹部，就是这张图里我们大腿和身体连接的位置，大概。
Okay, and then say, just please give me pure knowledge. So right there, you want to be asking, please give me pure knowledge.
这里我们问，请给我纯粹的知识。
You see, I have my right hand near the bottom where my hip is. Then please give me pure knowledge.
我们可以看他手放的位置，然后我们说，请给我纯粹的知识。
And now we go back up here to just below the rib cage. And
现
again,
在我们把右手放回我们的上腹部，肋骨下方，
yeah, mother, I am my own master.
并说，母亲，我是我自己的导师。
And you can say it just 5, 6 times. Mother, I am my own master.
我们可以重复5、6遍。母亲，我是我自己的导师。
Now we're going back to the heart. And again, say mother because the Kundalini energy is the mother. And again, it's like if you think of yourself as a child, then we want to surrender to our mother. It's normal for a child to surrender. But of course, this is not our mother as in like the one that we were born to, but this would be the one where your soul or you're seeking throughout the entire ages of the entire planet and entire history of life. All of those incarnations, all those times that you've come on the earth and you've seen people, you've seen incarnations, you've been around sages and saints, all of those memories, all of those are in and stored in your Kundalini. And now is the time for you to be one with that mothering energy. So we'll be surrendering that. But right now, just say, Mother, I am the Spirit. Mother, I am the Spirit.
我们把右手放回我们的左边心脏的位置。 然后我们完全的向我们的昆达里尼力量交托，这是我们来世今生的力量。然后，我们说，母亲，我就是灵。
Now we take our right hand. Again, you keep your left hand open. Up on where the shoulder meets the neck. And you turn your head to the right. I know it looks opposite on my screen, but turn your head to the right. And then we just say, Mother, I am not guilty here. Mother, I am not guilty. That corresponds to the 5th chakra here. Mother, I am not guilty.
我们把右手放到我们左边喉咙的地方，头往右偏，然后说：“母亲，我没有内疚感。” 这相对应的是这张图上我们的第5个轮穴。
Okay, now we're going to the 6th chakra, the Agnya chakra, which is right here in the forehead, up here in the chart. And it's good that they're writing this in the chat as well. Notice in the chart, we're on the 6th chakra. This is where the ego and superego, because we have channels of energy, right hand and left hand side. The left hand side is here, the right hand side is here, and they cross over right there. And what happens is when this crosses over, we open the Agnya chakra, the ego and superego come down, and that's why we can literally go beyond our minds, beyond the borders of our minds, into the zone where we are all one. And it really happens. So now we're going to say, I forgive. Put your right hand on your forehead and say, I forgive. But Priscilla, I think, is going to translate a little bit of that. And,
我们现在到达我们的第6个轮穴，就是我们的额轮。在我们额轮的时候呢，我们左边的力量和右边的力量会交汇。当它们交汇的时候，我们的自我和超我才会下来，这样我们才能真正达到超越意识的这个边界，然后达到顶轮。然后在这里我们说，母亲，我原谅。
Okay, so now we're going to go, we're almost there, by the way. We're going to go in the back of our Agnya. And this is a big one for China, so it's very important we clear this and we lift our heads up towards the sky with our right hand behind us and just say, Mother, please forgive me. Mother, please forgive me.
我们现在到达我们的后额轮，后额轮是非常重要的，因为这是中国代表的轮穴。然后我们头轻轻向后仰，说：“母亲，请原谅我。”
Okay, now the final frontier is, as we've been talking about, is the Sahasrara chakra. So we're now going to go to the 7th chakra. We're going to put our right hand. Now, again, as I was saying before, this is the 7th chakra. It's this full 1,000-petaled lotus on top of the head. And this has been the goal of all seekers for centuries, thousands of years. It was talked about by great spiritual figures in the history of humankind. And now it's an opportunity for all of us to go there as human beings, really go beyond the borders and start to meditate. So
我们现在到我们的第7个轮穴，可以看到是这张图上的顶轮，它就是在我们头顶上这个千瓣莲花。然后这么多年来呢，人类各种灵性导师都在追求这个地方。然后现在我们终于有机会来达到这里，然后来超越边界，然后开始冥想。
So take your right hand and put it on top of your head.
把我们的右手放在头顶上。
The palm of your hand goes on top of your head, and then circle it 7 times. So you're going to the right. You're circling it clockwise. So
掌心对着头顶，我们顺时针转7次。
And now close your eyes and then just pure desire now. This is really important. Take a deep breath and just ask or say, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization.
我们闭上眼睛，深呼吸，带着最纯粹的愿望，母亲，请给我自觉。我们可以重复几遍。
Now lift your palm of your hand just above the top of your head, about an inch. See? I'll move
现
my
在我们把手微微伸起来，离头顶有一段距离。
and see if you can feel some sensation like a cool breeze, or
看
maybe
看你能不能感觉到凉风，
and also maybe some heat. You could possibly see some heat. But
也可能是热热的。
then try it with your left hand. Take your other hand and put it above the top of your head.
然后用我们的左手试一下，放在头顶上方。
And then try it again with your right hand and see if you feel anything on your fingertips or the palms of your hands, sometimes right here or on your fingertips. Try it
然后我
again.
们再用右手试一下，看一下，有可能是手掌心有感觉，有可能是手指尖会有感觉。
Okay, now we'll just put your palms of your hands on your lap. I'll just show you. I'll move my screen a little bit. Just the palm of your hands sit like that. That's lotus position, it's called. And for that lotus position, you can just sit comfortably with your palms open, facing up like this on your
我们
lap.
现在可以看一下 Steven 的坐姿是像莲花一样盘腿坐着，然后我们把双手打开放在我们的腿上。
And then you can keep your eyes open or close your eyes. It's up to you. And then I'm going to play some music, but Indian classical music piece called Rag Durga. And this is a raga to open the heart. So just enjoy the music without thinking, without borders. You can already feel the energy and it feels much better. But see, experience what you feel, see what happens, and enjoy the ride.
我们现在可以闭上眼睛，也可以睁开眼睛。然后Steven 会为我们弹奏一首叫《Raga Durga》的歌。这首音乐呢是针对我们的心轮的。然后我们好好享受吧。
And while I tune up, you can just have a moment of silence. That's all. Right now, everybody, we're going to talk a little bit more about the music, and then we're going to do a song, because the voice carries a different vibration, and especially over these calls, it has a sound that carries beautifully and has a beautiful message. So, but we'll talk a little bit about the experience. So go ahead now after the music and put your hand above your head and see if you feel the cool breeze above your head. So just take a moment to take your right hand above your head.
我们现在把我们的右手放在我们的头顶上，感觉一下能不能感觉到凉风。
And then do it again with your left hand. Just put your hand out in the open and just see what you feel. If you feel anything inside of yourself, or if you feel things in your fingertips. How did the music work for you? How was your meditation? Just be an observer of your own experience.
然后我们试一下左手放在头顶上，然后我们可以把双手打开，去感受一下，这段音乐对我们带来了什么样的改变。
And as we move on, I'll talk a little bit about the role of this song, and then we'll go from there. If there are any questions, you can always ask them. That's always good. But if you don't have any questions, that's good too.
我们现在讨论一下这一段音乐，然后大家有什么问题的话，随时可以在那个评论区打出来。
So let's see if there's any questions. Doesn't look like it. You can always put your hand up or write in the chat. But I think you're in a meditative mood, which is the main thing. So we can have a bit more of a Q&A at the end.
感觉大家都到冥想状态了，现在不问问题也没关系，我们最后可以集中问一下问题。
Okay, so let's take a moment to tune up. And I'll play a song. This is the first time I'm going to play it. I wrote this song while I was traveling last year in Asia and Hong Kong, and it's called Across the Waves. So if you want to post the translation, that'd be cool. And it's about seeking, finding some truth, but having some life struggles at first, looking across the waves in the ocean, seeking some kind of help from the ocean and some kind of help from the ocean waves, and then finding that in the course of life. And it's a story of a girl who was a seeker, and then at first had a troubled life, but then who never gave up her hopes, never gave up her dreams, and then always found that in the end, well, you'll hear the story. Sarod is a 19-stringed instrument. You can go ahead and translate that.
沙罗琴是一个有19根弦的乐器。
And many of the strings are these little strings here.
然后这里大家可以看到有一些非常微小的乐弦。
And we tune those, and then we play the main strings.
它会在那些主弦和那些副弦中来回交换的弹。
And then we slide our fingers. There are no frets.
然后左手是会滑动这个琴弦的，不像吉他的话是会有专门按下去的点位。
We use a coconut shell pick. That's what this is in my right hand, is a coconut shell pick.
然后这是一个拨这个沙罗琴琴弦的。
That's right. John posted there that it's no frets, and it's not like a guitar or sitar. The guitar and the sitar have frets, but this leaves you no place to find out where you are. You have to use your heart.
然后它不像那个吉他或者西塔琴都有专门的点，你就是要凭感觉来感受你的手应该在什么距离、什么位置上。
So when it comes to meditation, this is the perfect instrument because you can't use your mind. You have to use your heart.
所以它非常适合冥想音乐，因为这是一个你没有办法去用脑子思考的东西，这是一个你必须要用心去弹奏的乐器。
So I just think we're just waiting to get that translation of the song in there. Or maybe it's in there. It's just in the chat.
I can go ahead and do that.
Okay, and then we'll get on with it. All right, the world premiere of the song Across the Waves. Thank you guys for being the first ones to hear the song.
这是去年Steven 在香港旅行的时候有灵感写下的一首歌，然后这将是第一次弹奏出来，是一个关于寻找的歌曲。
The ocean waves. Well, there's a girl who's lost her way. Someday she'll find what she's looking for. Way out across the open shore, she looks upon the peaceful bay. The sun is lighting up the way. Her entire life's an open door. Far, far away on the open shore. Who am I? What will I find? Just like a splinter in the mind. Sometimes she waves, but can't explain the piercing feeling inside her brain. And then someday, her dream she'll find a newborn child looks in her eyes, and she'll recall with tear-filled eyes the day she looked on the open skies. Oh, across the ocean waves, there's a woman who'll find her way. All of her dreams, every night and day, lay out across the ocean waves. And now I'm going to play one more song here called Namaste, which is famous song because it is a story of traveling with Shri Mataji, the one who opened up the seventh chakra that we talked about earlier. When you feel in your meditation the seventh chakra, the reason that we are able to do it collectively, as in humankind, we can do it in a group meeting like this, is because she discovered a way to open it in 1970. And then spent many years, decades, traveling the world to show this to people. Maybe you want to catch up with that translation.
接下来 Steven 会弹奏一首叫做《Namaste》的歌。这首歌呢是关于他跟母亲旅行的时候写下的故事。然后，之所以我们可以大家一起在这里一起冥想、一起静坐、一起达到顶轮的状态，是因为1970年母亲发现了打开顶轮的方法以后，就一直在旅行，然后传播这些东西。
So the story, and again, this will be in the posted in the chat, so you can read the translation. It's very important to understand the words because they tell stories of people like you, seekers, all of us, looking for a deeper path. And on that,
然后
go ahead.
在歌词里，大家可以看到这些故事，这些也是我们的故事，因为我们也在追求真理的路上。
So on that deeper path, the ultimate goal, again, is what we experience today in meditation, self-realization.
然后我们也是在静坐的时候达到这种自觉的状态。Can you see it in the chat? I'm typing it up, but something's wrong. Oh yeah, it's there.
As many of you know, the word namaste means greetings, salutations.
然后大家都知道 Namaste 在印度语里面是你好的意思。
The light in me bows to the light in you.
在我内心里的光向你在臣服于你内心里的光。
Well, this takes on an incredible, invisible handshake when we realize we're all connected like we are now.
当我们意识到我们像现在这样全部紧紧连接的时候，我们可以感觉到一次隐形的握手。
So that's something we want to take with us and put our attention on. So beyond borders, again, we want to put our enlightened attention now, since we all are in that state of beyond the mind. But let's now sort of put our attention on some of the world problems, like borders in India and China, and US and Mexico, and various other places in the world where there is tumultuous times.
我们把我们的注意力可以放到一些边境问题上，比如说是美国、墨西哥、中国、印度，然后我们去努力超越这些边界。
You can give what's called a bandan.
我们可以画一个班丹。
And you take your left hand and you take your right hand and circle it like this. So everybody try that.
我们举起左手，然后我们用右手对左手顺时针画圈。
Problems in the borders, and you can circle that. Let's give it a bandan and our collective attention. Very powerful.
我们一起把注意力放在这些边境问题上，然后可以一起画个班丹，这是非常有力量的。
Sarod is a little temperamental. It means that the attention we're putting on the problem needs more attention. So we have to really desire from our hearts for this kind of problems in the world to be solved through, very importantly, through this meditation and through people becoming more connected in the process what we felt today. It's called sahaja. It's called spontaneous, or sahaja yoga, or sahaja meditation. And sahaja yoga means the union. Yoga meaning union, and sahaja meaning spontaneous.
当我们所有人都这样深度的连接，然后把问题一起发自内心的把注意力放到问题上的时候，我们可以解决一些事情。然后这种自然而然的状态叫做萨哈加，而瑜伽的意思是连接。萨哈加瑜伽的意思就是这种自然而然的连接。
Now the Sarod's in tune. It just shows that we had a little bit of a deeper journey to go on.
现在调好音了。
I just wanted to say thank you to the Nirmala Salon.
然后Steven 想感谢 Nirmala 艺术沙龙这个平台。
Because they are promoting the arts, and the arts, as you can see, are a great way to connect to spirituality.
因为你们做的事情，这些艺术是可以帮我们灵性上发展的。
So the Nirmala Arts Salon, make sure you go ahead and like their Facebook and support them, stay in touch with them.
也请大家去赞一下他们 Facebook 的主页，然后继续多多支持。
I'm sure they'll be doing many more concerts and many more presentations, connecting you to yourself, your inner self, your meditation.
会做更多的音乐会，帮助我们寻找我们的真我。
Okay, so we'll play Namaste now. Then afterwards, we're going to have a Q&A. That means you guys will be able to ask questions and make comments and show the love. So be ready for that. But do read the lyrics. I think they're in there. Namaste. Yeah, the lyrics are in there in Chinese. And what are you guys, Cantonese or Mandarin? Or what are we doing? What kind of Chinese are we doing here?
Mandarin.
Mandarin, of course.
然
My
后
favorite Chinese language. That's not true. I love Cantonese as well. And though I speak very little, I do enjoy the melodious tones. I actually chose these songs to work with some ancient Chinese pieces. So that's why I chose Rag Durga today.
然后他现在 Steven 会弹奏这首歌，大家也记得去 chat 读一下这个歌词。然后弹完这首歌以后呢，我们会有一个问题提问环节，大家可以把想问的问题发在聊天平台上。
And there we go. See these little strings? I'm going to change this tuning a little bit.
还有一点点要调试的地方。
Now it will sound just a bit different.
现在听上去可能会有一点不同了，
So it creates a different mood.
表达一种非常不一样的情感。
Blows high on a mountainside, and a gale force hails, changing of the tide. There are fires that burn within the skies. When the wind blows high, there are tears in your eyes. She said she spent some time in Palestine with her Turkish Jews and the tube light shine, and she wrote Arabic rhymes for the tombs and shrines, from the London wind to the California pine. All the rivers rushing in, corners of the mind, gaze back on the open shores of time. Shimmers and she shines, she'll never fade away. She'll lie awake on the dawning of your day. Namaste, 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 namaste. Far away on a foreign land, on a mountain top sits a holy man, and he sits in wonder as she starts to cry, looks into the sky for 1,000,000,000 miles. She cooks Tuscan dishes like delicacies and plays all kinds of music and all kinds of keys, and she smiles when she serves Chinese smoked tea. She laughs and conducts electricity. All the rivers rushing, corners of the mind, gaze back on the open shores of time. She shimmers and she shines, she'll never fade away. Lie awake at the dawning of your day. Namaste, 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 namaste. So, do we have any questions?
没有什么问题吗？现在 we got one question from chat. So we know that you used to travel around with the Nobel Prize, Peace Prize nominator Shri Mataji, around the world and experience.
Yeah, that song is written about the travels around the world with Shri. So is that the question, to talk about that?
问题是这个，Steven 以前经常与世界诺贝尔和平奖提名者 Shri Mataji 一起出行各地活动，那是一种什么样的体验？
So the song Namaste was written, it was inspired by Shri Mataji and in my travels with Shri Mataji.
刚才的事就是跟母亲旅行的 Shri Mataji 旅行的时候激发的灵感。
She would give programs to thousands of peoples and theaters around the world, and they would all feel this energy called Sahaja Yoga, meditation.
他会在几千个人的这种音乐会或者场合的地方，给大家带来自觉，然后我们能感觉到这种叫萨哈加瑜伽的力量。
Then she also would always begin every program and say, I bow to all the seekers of truth.
然后Shri Mataji 也会每次在开始的时候说，我鞠躬于所有寻求真理的人。
So this is inspired by those moments. I bow to all the seekers of truth is namaste. Bowing in India is namaste. So the fact that she was the one who started this incredible possibility and yet would bow to people that were coming to find it, I thought was a very gracious, beautiful gesture that she began every program with.
然后因为每次开始的时候，印度语的这个 Namaste 也是一种鞠躬的姿态，然后 Steven 觉得这是一种非常美丽的姿态。
So the description of all the different seekers are people I actually met that were coming to the programs or I would meet along the way. And then my journey came from India to Turkey, to Italy, to America, and ultimately to the West Coast and the home of what we call the divine spirit of love, the mother. And in that reflection, each one of these seekers became something greater than they ever could imagine they would be.
这一路上 Steven 也遇到了很多别的追求真理的人，他们一路从印度到了土耳其，到意大利，然后再到美国，最后到美国西海岸。然后这些寻求者，这些真理的寻求者，都成为了他们以前想都不敢想自己会成为的人。
So that's really the story, and the story is really for you to take this meditation and become a personality that you could never have dreamed of. It's what happens to human beings when they meditate. And I saw it and I wrote about it in these songs, and I've seen it in myself. And I hope we can get together again, and then I'll see it in you, and we'll do it together. The human being is a wonderful thing, and we can grow to beyond our minds. I mean, the limits of who we think we are just limitations, and it's time for all of us to become greater than we could have imagined.
然后 Steven 也觉得人类真的是非常神奇，我们通过冥想，我们真的都可以超越一些界限，然后成为更好的自己。然后他也希望下一次见面的时候，看到我们都变成更好的自己。
So again, meditation and letting go of all the things that we limit us.
划重点就是冥想，冥想，冥想，然后超越这些限制我们的东西。
But Shri Mataji was amazing because she could create miracles. And I'll tell you a little story and then play a last piece. When I was traveling with Shri Mataji one time, I by chance ended up in the same city in Dubai. I left India not knowing that Shri Mataji would be in Dubai. And then I ended up in the airport in Dubai, and by chance, by chance, or maybe we could say it was meant to be, Mataji arrived in Dubai. And while I was waiting in the waiting room, she appeared.
然后母亲真的很神奇，这一路上发生了非常多的奇迹。就有一个小故事，就是 Steven 有一次离开印度了，然后他到了迪拜，然后在迪拜的时候他在候机室，然后也不知道是真的是巧合，还是我们应该就说命中注定。母亲就正好也到了迪拜，然后他们就在候机室见到了。
And so, and I've got something in the chat says here, from music and songs, I realize self-spirit more from the heart. So instead of questions, may we hear more seeker stories, and that's good. That's what I'm telling you. So this miracle happened in Dubai airport, and then Mataji was there. She was staying for 2 days, 3 days, and then she asked me, can you change your ticket? But I had a fixed ticket. I was living in India as a student of Sarod, so I was on a very low budget airline, and I mean, it wasn't a low budget airline, it was a low budget ticket. You can't change. So I had no idea how I would be able to change the ticket, but I just thought, okay, I will try.
然后母亲当时要在迪拜多待2-3天，然后就问 Stephen 能不能也接着在迪拜再待2-3天，先别走。但是当时呢 ，Steven 还在印度学习沙罗琴，他还是一个学徒，然后他买的是一张廉价机票，然后这些廉价机票呢，就是没那么容易改签。但是他说行，那我去试一试吧。
So when it came time to leave, Mataji said, "Let's go to Italy. Can you come to Italy?" Because she owns a castle in a place called Casabella. And so I phoned the airline, and I just said, "Oh, could you put my name on the waiting list?" And they did. They put my name on a waiting list, even though the ticket was unchangeable. And I didn't have the money to buy a new ticket. So I just arrived at the airport in the morning, and just as the ticket counter came up, my time came up, Mataji passed right behind me. And I asked the airline person behind the counter, can I get on the flight to Italy? And then she looked in the waiting list and she saw my name. She said, yes, we have a seat for you.
然后母亲当时跟 Steven 说，我在意大利有个城堡，要不我们一起去意大利吧。然后因为很多航空公司的改签政策是，如果有一些机票它是有多余的座位的，你是可以去排那个座位，然后如果它真的有多出来，你是可以排到那个座位的。然后呢 Steven 就把这个名字去改，因为他也没有多的钱去真的改签张票，所以他就去排了那个去意大利的座位，看能不能改签成功。然后第二天早上他就去了机场，以后他在柜台后面的时候，母亲从后面走过，然后他问那个柜台服务员就说能不能他能上飞机吗？然后那个人看了一眼电脑说，对，我们有一个位置可以给你。
Just in another question. So who is that person? Mataji was the one who founded Sahaj Yoga. So that's when I was traveling with her. She was giving presentations about this meditation. And then it was a ticket actually from Dubai going to Turkey. And that's what we went, and then to Italy. So my ticket was supposed to go Dubai to London, so not Italy. It was to Turkey, Istanbul. Anyway, much to my surprise and delight, the lady behind the counter said, we do have a spot for you, but I'm sorry to say that you're going to have to fly in first class. Would that be okay?
然后这个柜台的人就告诉他，我们有一个座椅的位置，但是呢，只有头等舱了，所以不知道你愿不愿意飞头等舱呢？
So the story is that, when the blessings come, when the miracles happen, and many miracles happen, they come first class.
所以 Steven 就讲很多奇迹发生的时候，这些都是非常头等的奇迹，这是一个比喻。
And so I flew first class to Istanbul in Turkey, and then later went from there to Cabela, which is in Italy. Just answering the questions here. So the journey changed. It was going to be India, Dubai, and London, changed from India, Dubai, Istanbul, Cabela, Italy, and then back to America. So that's one of the many stories.
所以他本来是从印度转机迪拜，然后去伦敦的，但是最后他就从印度转机迪拜去了土耳其，然后去到了意大利。
And then in those journeys is actually in Istanbul is where I wrote the song. I started to write the song Namaste. So it's all connected. This song, that journey, that miracle, all the things that happened at that time are in the song. So I encourage you to learn them, and you can actually get them online, and all those things as well. I'll put the links.
然后大家如果刚才看了 Namaste 的歌词里面的话，就发现里面也有土耳其，他就是在旅行到土耳其的时候开始写了这首歌，所以网上也可以找到这个音乐的链接，大家也可以去学这首歌。
And somebody was asking if they, someone's just chatting here and they said, could they follow the story? Hopefully that's clear now. Hope that makes sense. Did that come through?
因为我们现在在用双语讲这个故事，不知道大家有没有听懂，有没有什么疑惑的地方，我有没有翻清楚？
Yeah, and then usually in programs I play a last piece, like a dedication.
一般在活动结束的时候，然后最后还会献上一曲。
This is the ultimate raga or meditation piece because it comes, all the ragas have different moods, and this is a mood for the morning.
这是最后一首，因为很多这个印度古典乐里的乐曲都会有他们专门的主题吧，然后这是一首清晨冥想曲。
But we can vote. Right now we can do one more raga, which would be an instrumental piece like we did at the beginning, just for meditation, or we can do another song. What would you like?
大家可以投一下票，大家是想听一首纯乐器的演奏呢，还是听一首刚才唱的歌一样的？还有Steven 还准备了一首歌。
So while you vote, I'm just going to, let's get a vote here, and I'm just going to get a candle that I'm going to light, and then we're going to have our last piece. But let's get the votes in, guys. Any more questions?
还有什么问题？或者大家就赶紧去聊天评论区，投票一下，然后 Steven 去点上一支蜡烛。
All right, let's see what we got here. And I don't know, my Chinese, I'm getting a little better at reading Chinese, but I might need some help here. So what does it say?
I think song is winning. Yep.
Who is winning? Okay.
5 versus 2.
5 versus 2, okay, good. I think that the Zoom picks up songs better than instrumentals, so.
然后我们决定弹歌曲，因为直播的话，歌好像比那个纯乐曲的效果要好一点。
Well, let's see. I do encourage you all to, if if you like these songs and if you like this music, the best way to keep in touch is the website. And if you sign up in the newsletter, I will be sending lots of information out, not too much, but every once in a while. I promise to do some things in Chinese with translations as well. And then I can give you free music if you sign up for the newsletter. So please, if you haven't done that, I will give you some of these songs, like Namaste. I will send you. And at your request, I can send you a piece of free music if you sign up for the website. So it's,
大家喜欢 Steven 的音乐的话，也请大家去 Steven 的个人网站上面订阅他，然后每隔一段时间他也会给大家发一些歌，发一些他新的作品，包括他也会加入中文的翻译，所以希望大家去订阅。
And I'll just put that in the chat, or if you could just put that in chat, just put the website again. If you sign up for the newsletter, then free music. All right, so thanks again. I'm going to play a song. This one is called Top of the Stairs.
这首歌叫做《在楼梯上面》。
Top of the stairs refers to the top of the chakras. There are 7 chakras, so the top of the stairs would be the 7th chakra.
然后这个楼梯其实比喻的是我们的7个轮穴，所以在楼梯上面指的也是在我们的轮穴顶上。
And thanks for putting the links up. The last one, all the social media is great, but the one that you would want to sign up would be the website, and that's the last one she's putting up. It's right there. It should be www.stevendaymusic.com. So that's the one you want to sign up for if you want the free music. Liking and sharing is great. It just makes it easier for us musicians to keep doing what we do. We don't get, I don't do this for money. I do this for free because I believe that this meditation should be for free. And I hope you enjoy it. But it sure helps if you support us musicians by going on our websites and letting people know and sharing the music. And that's what we do it for. So if you can help us with that, namaste. Thank you.
连接已经发在上面，就是最后这一条这个。然后 Steven 的这些演出都是免费的，因为他觉得冥想和音乐应该是免费的，但是也希望大家可以以这种方式多多支持我们的音乐家和艺术家们。
Okay, Top of the Stairs, and this song is about, well, I'll explain it afterwards. Woke up this morning, song in my head, sweet birds were singing words that she said. They took me to meet her, top of the stairs, dreaming of her love white light everywhere. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Good love all around. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Silence is loudest when you hear holy rain. Beg for forgiveness again and again. A vision of beauty that is seen from afar, and in her reflection you'll know who you are. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Knowing who you are. Na 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 na, na 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 na. I don't know what tomorrow brings. Let's now live there for today. Na na na, na 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 na. Knowing who you are. Na 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 na, na 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 na. She sits on her throne all alone, knowing who you are, calling her children back home. She sits on her throne all alone, calling her children back home. She sits on her throne all alone, knowing who you are, calling her children back home. She sits on her throne all alone, calling her children back home. Thank you. Thanks for the claps. Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. Still got a lot of people online. It's great. I love the desire, and thank you for being here, guys. If you want, I'll play one last piece. Let's see. Do we have any questions or comments?
谢谢大家，这个点还在线，然后有什么问题和评论吗？
That song was about surrender.
这首歌是关于交托的。
我想问一下，大哥为好莱坞制作作曲是什么样的体验呢？
We know that you've composed for Hollywood. What kind of experience was that like?
Hollywood is, if you know this movie, The Wizard of Oz, then you get to know a little bit about Hollywood.
Wizard of Oz. Let me Google it.
Let me Google. The Wizard of Oz was a movie where.
Oh yeah, got it.
A little girl, you can put that in the chat, the link. It was a little girl left her hometown and got lost, and then was told that if she could follow the yellow brick road, that she would then see the wizard, and the wizard would be able to help her get home.
绿野仙踪的故事是一个小女孩迷路了，然后，说只要她跟着黄色的砖头路走，她就会找到仙子，就会带她回家。
So the thing is that when she found the wizard, and he just turned out to be just a normal man, hidden behind a big screen.
但是当她找到这个仙子这个妖精的时候，发现这其实就是一个正常的人躲在一块屏幕后面。
And then she found out that she would have to face herself in order to get home, and face the witch, and get the deeper, darker parts of herself. She would have to deal with it herself, and the wizard would not be was not the one who could get her home unless she was able to really truly find her own powers.
然后这个故事讲的就是小女孩发现，她只有面对自己的内心和那些她恐惧和黑暗的害怕的地方，她才能回到家。
So, the common misperception is that Hollywood offers possible fame or money, and it's true. It's possible. Some people do reach great fame and money, but that is not the ultimate goal.
然后大家的想法总是好莱坞会带给你很多的钱，很大的名气，但其实这些都不是那些最终目标。
And as you learn today, or we've been finding out today, is that meditation is the ultimate goal. Finding yourself is the ultimate goal. Just like the song, knowing who you are, knowing who you are.
就像我们今天一直讲的一样，冥想才能让我们找到我们自己，然后知道自己是谁。
So, I've composed some film music, and, taken part in some of the Hollywood culture, but ultimately, the real truth, the real satisfaction, the real goal in life has been to do music like this with people like you. This is the greatest amount of riches and fame and payback that anybody could ever imagine would be just to share this music with you. That is the greatest.
然后对 Steven 在好莱坞作曲了一段时间，然后也感受到了非常多的好莱坞文化，但是他现在跟我们待在一起，这才是他想做的音乐。然后真的是跟我们这样一群人听他的音乐，才对他来说是最大的反馈和回报。
Because you are the seekers of truth.
因为我们是真理的寻求者。
We are together the ones that are seeking the truth, that we want to connect with our inner selves. So to be together is the greatest thing.
我们都是在一起追求真理，然后寻找真我的人。
Much more fun and much more deeper experience than I don't know, Hollywood Boulevard can give me.
然后这些非常深刻的经历是好莱坞给不到的。
Questions before we do a last piece?
还有问题吗？然后我们马上就会进入今天最后一首歌。
So now, tuning these little strings again, these little tiny strings, you can't see them, but
你们可能看不到，但是刚才在波动的这个就是非常微小的那些琴弦。
they're very tricky strings.
非常的复杂，有点难搞这些琴弦。
One has to be very patient and in meditation to get them just right.
然后我们需要达到这种冥想的状态，非常的有耐心。
然后有说那个Sarod 可以演奏20多个微音，可是人的耳朵只有听到10个微音。 那么我想说，能不能够待会请大哥帮我们就是演示一下，然后微音和那个就是一般的那种声音的不一样。我们因为就是不太分得清楚嘛。
Hi, Steven. We have heard that the Sarod can play more than 20 microtones, while our human ears can only hear 10 of them. And can you demonstrate how they sound?
So all of those have a lot of little microtones.
然后每一次划过的时候，就会带出非常多的微音。
That you learn to hear them. They're called shrutis.
也叫 shrutis。
So it's the journey, not the destination. It takes time.
这是一段旅程，不是目标，因为这是一个非常耗时间的事情。
Okay, this piece is called Rag Baidavi.
这首歌的名字叫这首曲子的名字叫 Rag Bhairavi。
It's played at the end of concerts and the end of events. And, there's a translation coming in the chat that we did yesterday. I want to thank again the organizers, Nirmala Arts Salon Without Frontiers, and you know who you are. Some of you who helped with the transcribing, the translations, and also the organization. I'm told that if I say your names, you get embarrassed, so I won't mention names of people who helped, but thank you very much. Nirmala Arts Salon Without Frontiers. I'm glad to support the cause. Hope everybody goes and likes their Facebook and, you know, supports them and tell your friends.
这首歌一般就是在活动结束或者音乐会结束的时候弹奏的，然后一会儿也会把它大概的东西发到 chat 里面。然后 Steven 想再次感谢那些帮助这一次活动的人。他说好像点你们的名字你们会很害羞，他就不点名字了，但你们知道你们是谁。
And now you can hear these little strings.
你们能听到这些就是那个复弦的声音吗？
So this piece is dedicated to, as I said before, the picture here is the founder of Sahaj Yoga, Shri Mataji. Somebody was asking, you know, who is the lady? What are you talking about? Which person is it? It's this lady here called Shri Mataji. She's the one who was the start or the beginning of Sahaj Yoga in 1970, and she raised this energy for people that we could all enjoy this en masse, it's called. So I dedicate this piece to the great spiritual work of Shri Mataji, but also to all of our evolution. As I was saying before, a child gets to learn from a mother, but then ultimately grows up. And I think that the problems in the world we're facing now are forcing us to grow up. We have to face them, but we need to face them with love and compassion and with vibrations and meditation.
母亲Shri Mataji就是后面这张照片上是撒哈迦瑜伽的创始人，他做了非常多灵性上的工作来帮助我们都可以灵性上成长，然后包括像我们是母亲的孩子，但是我们会学习来面对的一些全球性问题，所以 Stephen 想把这首歌献给母亲，他给我们的爱，也包括献给我们自己，赶紧长大去面对这些问题。
And so again, thank you guys. I see some lots of friends on there, and then I appreciate everybody coming out. Remember to keep meditating and sharing this with your friends.
然后感谢大家参加这次的音乐会，也记得继续静坐，继续跟你的朋友分享这些东西。
And then if you do join the newsletter, remember check your email because you'll get a notification that you have to click on. So,
然后订阅他网站的朋友们也记得看一下邮箱，有一份确认邮件要看。
So that's the best way we can keep in touch, and I do want to keep in touch with you. So,
这是保持联络的最好方式。然后他也想一直跟我们保持联络。
So now let's enter a different zone. This is a deep place. I'm going to play and sing a song called Bhavani Dayani, and the raga is called Bhairavi. And hopefully, like I said, they can put that in the chat. I know they translated it yesterday or transcribed it. And it's Yuan. I think you've got it there. Put something in there, but it's a shared document. You'll find out a little bit more about Bhavani Dayani and or mainly Rag Bhairavi. Thank you. Suranara Muni Janavani Sakala Buddha Jani Bhavani Jagajanani Jagajani Jagajanani Jagajani Sakala Buddha Jani Sakala Buddha Jani Twala Mukhi Chanda Amara Patajani Bhavani Thank you.
谢谢大家。
Thank you very much, everybody. Any last comments or questions?
还有最后的问题吗？还有什么提议之类想说的？
Thanks. I appreciate the claps.
谢谢大家鼓掌。
And, if you have any comments or questions, or how you feel, how did you feel? Did you feel the cool breeze? Did you feel anything in your hearts? Did the music help? Give us some comments. Give us some feedback. Let us know. Go ahead.
大家有什么感受吗？就是手上啊，或者头顶啊，或者内心里啊，给一些评论，给一些反馈吧。
Hopefully you feel more peace within, beyond the borders of our minds.
希望大家能感受到内心的平静，然后也能跨出思维的这个也能跨出意识。 Good connection and good vibration.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
谢谢你们。
Say.
谢谢 is thank you in Chinese.
Yes, I know. I know that say. I know how to say chai. And a few other words. Thank you very much. We have anybody else who wants to come on and say hello. Say hello. You can say hello.
有人要出来打招呼吗？
Hello.
Yeah, come and say hello. Say hello, goodbye. Come on, say.
来，大家可以来告别或者说 hello.
Yeah,
Someone just commented it's their first time really going in the thoughtless state and didn't even want to open their eyes.
Okay, that's great. Just make sure that you're sitting down, not driving. Thank you. It's really good. Come on, if you come on the video, you can.
丁阳，我们想代表我们这个无国界艺术沙龙平台，真的非常感谢大哥，然后这么清晨起来给我们演奏了这么美妙的音乐，以及分享了他的和须马大姐的这个故事，我们真的听得非常非常的感人，再次感谢大哥，非常感谢他。
So representing the Nirmala Art Salon, we really want to thank you for waking up early morning and making this happening.
Yeah.
Thank you for your music and sharing your stories. We really liked it.
Good, thank you.
而且现在还有70多位朋友陪伴着我们，也感谢在这边听的朋友，而且在 Facebook 上也有很多的朋友在同时关注着我们这个活动，所以非常非常感谢大哥，感谢所有的朋友。
there's still 60 plus people who are still with us, and there are a lot more on Facebook. So really thank you for being with us here.
Yeah, the diehards. You guys, it's late at night for you, isn't it? And I appreciate you staying up late. I'm just starting my day.
大哥那里今天才刚刚开始，然后知道大家在国内的都已经非常晚了，然后真的很辛苦，谢谢你们。
也谢谢新瑶，谢谢小万，谢谢大哥，再次感谢。Thank you, Stephen brother.
Thank you, Stephen.
So much.
It's nice to meet you. Thank you. And feel free. Let's do it again. People are saying lots of nice things. So cool.
And please come again.
Yes, I'd be happy to. Good luck with Nirmala Salon. Let me know everything I can do. I will help you with. And don't forget to say hello and join the newsletter.
谢谢大家，希望以后可以再见。
好的，
也可以订阅。